What is up, everybody? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And tonight I wanted to throw a little video together covering this degenerate action on AGIX. But before I show you this shocking chart, let me put in the disclaimer that this is definitely not financial advice. This is strictly entertainment, period. I don't hold any AGIX. I am considering buying into it at some point, but you better not take anything I say here to make a trading decision, because this is going to be kind of critical. So, of course, when you see something like this happen, you got a project that starts underneath 4 cents and then runs all the way to, what was this peak here? Good grief. 65 cents or so. Yeah, it hit 65, maybe higher, 66. You got to wonder, well, what's going on? So the story is, well, AGIX is a AI project, and AI projects are going straight to the moon. And by golly, you better jump on now, because you're going to miss the train. Now's the time to buy. And so when the frenzy was really hitting, it was too late for me to get on, because I think I first kind of got turned on to it right there. And I was like, oh man, look what I missed. But then I have a rule: never buy into a run, no matter what. For something that is already made its major move, where you've got this long accumulation, consolidation period, and then poof, it moves like that. If I haven't owned it during this time period, then it's too late. Once it blasts off like this, I don't buy into runs. Now, there is a small accumulation period right here that I could have made a decision on it, but still, it's within this overall strong movement. I missed this, so I don't buy. Especially after you see this cross right here on the 1 day, the 50 EMA crossing over the 200 EMA, which would be the 200-day line and the 50-day line. This is the 1 day period chart. So we ran all the way up to 65 cents, and then we had a correction, a small correction that's going on. We're down approximately 45%. Let's just get that exact amount here. Let me give you the exact amount that I think we are down. We're right about here. So 41.54% down, okay, at the moment. And then we can look at the action down below on the stochastic and the MACD and kind of see what's happening here. We've had an absolute peak on the stochastic, and we're dropping off. Pretty strong momentum. Wide gap between the slow line and the fast line. We have an impending crossover of the MACD coming right here. Okay, we had a bearish cross here during this consolidation period, which lets you know that if you have a bearish cross and you stay in a side banding consolidation, that the next move is going to be another strong move up. So when we had the bullish cross here, we did. But now we notice that this crossover is coming. We already had our peak bar on the MACD with the dark green candle there, and now we're in the light green. So that means momentum is headed south. So where does it go? Well, the only clue that we have here, well, we got a few clues. We're already below this cluster here on the VPVR. There's one small one here, there's one here, and then of course we got this big one right here. Let's get the price levels. Since we missed this one at 46, we violated that. That means we're chasing the 33 cents one. That means that the most probable resting point is 33 cents. But if things get a little bit more ugly and this move gains momentum, the next probable stopping point is 26 cents. In fact, I would say that's the most probable, because if you extend the 50 EMA line, like this is going to be coming around kind of like that, right? You'll notice that the 50 EMA, when we touch this line, it'll be close to this node at 26 cents. If that doesn't hold, we might chase the 200 EMA line, which this will be coming up like this, looking kind of like that. So let's say price jumps all the way down and we fall to the 200 EMA. Well, notice that we magically, see, this is not magic. It coincides with this volume node at 17 cents, and that's going to be the first place that I'm going to buy. So if we have a balanced movement where this downward momentum continues and we get more drop and not side banding, and if this stochastic goes down and we start side banding, it's gearing up for another pop up. But if we don't consolidate sideways, and if this drop continues on and we check in at the 50, once we get down to this 200, I'm in. Okay, I really still wish I would have cottoned on board back at the 4 cents, but 17 cents, I'm in. Now here's the thing. Just because it's the hot AI thing doesn't mean that it's not ever going to have a correction. It's not going to go straight up. And when we look at the 1 week chart, what do you see here? Let's just draw on this just a little bit. First, let's make a line from this peak. I want a line from the peak here to the current peak. Now let's click on this one and change it, and we will note that your slope of this line is slightly downward. Now, if you're going to call candle closes on the 1 week, we're going to have to put it right here, and we're going to have to put it right here, which this might be more accurate, and not count the wicks. So what do you have considering this? Well, here's your high, and you have your first lower high. Now, what makes this so ugly looking and kind of exposes the fact that we had some serious FOMO going on is that this move came out of nowhere after this consolidation back here. So we had this little wedge happen here, and then we blow up. And we've made our strongest stochastic move since we've charted this data on TradingView. So we go straight up, but then we petered out at a lower high from this all-time high. And we exhausted the stochastic. It's about to cross over. Do you see that? Now, sure, this can unfurl and it can stay up here or make another strong move upward, but it's not looking like that right now. All I have to go by is what's in front of us on this chart. We also have dark green bar and a very divergent MACD oscillator set, but we have a red candle. So if we close that 1 week red candle, this is going to go to a light green. But there's enough evidence right here, right now, to tell us that, yeah, we're probably going to close a red candle because it's not going to just continue straight up to oblivion until it's $1 million a token or something crazy like that. Corrections will happen. And so I'm thinking that a realistic movement, you're going to see some type of a movement down where it comes to this node here and then starts to crawl up again. Or, honestly, it's very possible that you could bounce around here, bump your head on this line again, and come back down either to this volume cluster here or come down to the main one, because it still would be at a base, a rising base. If we came down to this point right here, we have still established a base above the low point right there. And then it could start to build from here during the next market cycle. So all things are possible. My eyes are on this. I will be watching it. And I don't believe in this pump, period. I think it was FOMO. And I don't care how great AI is. AI's got a ways to go. It is the future. It's going to be everything, but it's not going to happen today. You know, I'm thinking, yeah, in the next year or two, AI's changing everybody's lives. But that doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to just move straight up in price. Bitcoin has had how many peaks and valleys since its inception? And it's the greatest cryptocurrency ever made and was the one that started it all off. So we must remember that even the latest, greatest, most FOMO-ridden projects like the AI projects are still going to have bearish moves, bullish moves, corrections. They're going to go through the cycles. just like everything else. Post in the comments. Let me know if you're holding AGIX or if you're excited like me to get some of it. I would sure love to hear your opinion. And I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And I thank you all for all the kind comments from the previous video and for the support that you have given with the super thanks to help me to defray the cost of producing this channel. Look for a video coming from me where I'm going to talk about all of the projects, altcoins on my radar that I am consolidating and excited about getting more of before the bear market is done. And I'll expose that whole list and show you what I look at every day. That's all I got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.